The Siddaramaiah-led Congress government in Karnataka completes 1,000 days in office on February 13th, a milestone for a regime marked by welfare promises, political debate and scrutiny. The Congress returned to power in the 2023 Assembly elections, winning 135 of 224 seats and ending 5 years of BJP rule. With Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar at the helm, the government promised transformative governance. Despite early controversies, including internal party tussles and opposition attacks over alleged corruption, the government has now completed nearly 3 years and continues to defend its record.
1,000 days is quite a long period of action, and I think the Siddaramaiah-led Congress government has some credits to its achievement, but also there have been certain challenges they have faced. I think one of the biggest credits I would say is their implementation of the guarantees that they had given in the elections. Though of course there are some complaints about these guarantees not reaching the people it should have reached. But I think there are enough reports and studies which show that these guarantees have reached the people and there is some benefit that is being seen on the ground.
A key promise of the Congress 2023 manifesto was to implement 5 pre-poll guarantees immediately after taking office. These include Griha Jyoti, 200 units of free electricity per household; Griha Lakshmi, 2,000 rupees monthly for women heads of families; Anna Bhagya, 10 kgs of rice per month for BPL families; Yuva Nidhi, financial aid for unemployed graduates and diploma holders; and Shakti, free bus travel for women across the state.
See, first of all, I would like to congratulate our CM Siddaramaiah ji and our DCM Shivakumar sir. Before election, whatever the promises have been made to the Karnataka people, Karnataka voters, that's all promises have been implemented in schemes like Griha Lakshmi, Shakti, Griha Jyoti, Anna Bhagya and Yuva Nidhi. And regarding the development, there is throughout the state, you can see the development also. And scam and all, opposition is telling everything, that they don't have any work to do. So that's the reason why they are just telling all these kind of things.
Successfully, we completed 1,000 days. And we will complete full 5 years, just like between 2013 and 18. And what we promised for the public, we will fulfill.
These guarantees account for a major part of Karnataka's revenue expenditure, with over 1.13 lakh crore rupees disbursed so far under the 5 schemes. Many women beneficiaries, especially from rural areas and other districts, say the Shakti and Griha Lakshmi schemes have been highly beneficial. Free bus travel has made statewide movement easier, while the 2,000 rupees monthly assistance has helped them manage daily household expenses.
लक्ष्मी योजना से हमारे को बहुत फायदा हुआ। अब 2 महीने पैसा नहीं डाले तो भी विचार 2 महीने का मिला को अब 6,000 आया हमारे को 3 महीने का कंत बोल को। हमें गृह लक्ष्मी पैसे से हमें भाड़ा भी भरते, राशन भी डालते, एक बार जरूरत है तो मेरे ट्यूशन फीस होता बच्चा का।
ತುಂಬಾ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್, ನನಗಂತೂ ತುಂಬ ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್. ನಾನೀಗ ಕುಶಾಲನಗರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ, ಮಗನನ್ನು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹಾಸ್ಟೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹೌದು ಸರ್, ಹೌದು ಸರ್, ಹೌದು. ಮುಂದುವರೆದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು, ನಮ್ಮಂಥವರಿಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಉಪಕಾರ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಸರ್.
ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಒಳ್ಳೇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ. ಈಗನು ಮನಿನೂ ಫ್ರೀ ಬಂದಿದಾವ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾವು 20 ವರ್ಷ ಹುಟ್ಲೆ ನಾವು ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಮನ್ಯಾಗ ಜೀವನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ, ಬಹಳ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಕಟ್ಟೋದಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಕಟ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಒಮ್ಮೆ ರೇಷನ್ ಹಾಕೊಂತೇವೆ, ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಕಟ್ತೀವಿ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯ ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಗಿದೆ ಇಷ್ಟ.
ಈಗ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಯೋಜನೆ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ,
ಹಾ ಹೌದು,
ಅದೆಷ್ಟು ಲಾಭ ಆಯ್ತು?
ಅದು ಲಾಭ ಇದೆ ಸರ್. ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗಿಂದ ಬಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿದ್ದೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲೂರಿಗೆ ಅಡ್ಡಾಡಿದ್ರು ನಮಗೂ ಲಾಭನೇ ಆಯ್ತು.
Over the past 2.5 years, the Congress government has faced opposition allegations of scams and irregularities. These include the Valmiki Development Corporation case, leading to the resignation of Minister B. Nagendra and claims of irregularities in Muda site allotments. More recently, the BJP has alleged corruption in the excise department, which the government has denied.
Probably in the history of the state of Karnataka, this is the worst government we have seen. The Congress government in the state of Karnataka, worst possible in all aspects. Not even a single good work has been done by this Congress government. I think these 1,000 days were the worst days in the history of the state of Karnataka. Probably what should have been done, for example, guaranteed quality education, guaranteed health. This kind of minimum guarantees have not been guaranteed. See, the first and foremost, housing should be provided, health care, quality education, skilling, employment. These have not been prioritized by this government.
The leadership tussle within Karnataka Congress remains unresolved and highly visible. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar have been engaging in public gestures and meetings to showcase unity, while Shivakumar's supporters call for him to take charge. Both leaders insist the decision rests with the Congress High Command. But the lack of a clear signal from Delhi has kept the question of leadership a major political talking point.
So it is the Congress High Command which decides the political this one. So there's no such this one. So whatever the Chief Minister has told, whatever the High Command says, I'll abide that. And similarly, D.K. Shivakumar or whoever it is, everyone will have to abide by the High Command. High Command is supreme in Congress.
The second term has not been free of controversies. There have been several controversies. There have been several question marks raised about the leadership and its integrity, which of course the leadership has tried to address. But then I think the second term has seen much more wariness and a little more defensiveness on the part of the Chief Minister.
As the Congress government completes 1,000 days in office, the milestone will be marked with a public program in Haveri, where the Chief Minister will distribute title deeds to over 1 lakh beneficiaries, highlighting welfare initiatives and the rollout of 5 guarantee schemes. While the Congress leadership has indicated that its political focus is on the 2028 Assembly elections, criticisms over alleged scams, fiscal management, and unresolved leadership dynamics continue to shape the government's functioning.